Hey everyone, it is March 13th, 2015, and this is Acceptable Vices. Today we play Channel A. Hey everyone, it's Acceptable Vices. I'm your happy host, Victor Frost. Here on the line with me is, as always, our wonderful Australian. Hey, Chirba.
Hey, what's going on?
And
just scratched my
live
forehead. I
from
had nothing
New
else to say.
York, it's Nelson.
Something, something, Saturday Night Live theme, da 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 da.
How you doing, Nelson? How was PAX?
PAX was pretty good. Yeah. It was very, even in New York City, you get sensory deprivation after PAX. PAX is over, and I go back to New York, and I'm like, oh, it's really quiet here.
So PAX
Fair
is
enough.
like a giant pachinko parlor then, huh? Compared to
pretty
New
much.
York? Yeah. Well, today we've got a fun game for you all to enjoy. Today we're going to be playing Channel A, the anime pitch party game made by Asmadi Games. These are the same people who brought you the hit game We Didn't Play Test This at All. Have you guys played We Didn't Play Test This at all? At all?
No.
No.
There you go.
Maybe
Glowing
once.
review. So what this is the like I said, is the anime pitch party game. Man, it'd be great if we got sponsored by Asmadi Games.
Oh,
Just send them an email.
wait. I need to cut in because we have breaking news. Thank you. Tonight, we bring you the latest update on the crazy world of medical science. It's just now trending on Basebox or something. Doctors say they've completed the world's first successful penis transplantation surgery.
Le gasp.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
making
No
the world
longer
safe.
shall any man be scared to death by his psycho wife coming to him with a cleaver.
Yeah, just get a new one.
Well, that was a wonderful bit of news, Nelson.
that was all.
There is a problem, though. Can you imagine how hard it's going to be to find a willing donor?
Well,
I mean,
presumably they'd be
Yeah, you
dead?
get them from dead people.
Hey, it'd really be an organ donation.
Oh. At least I know what I'm doing with somebody after I die. I'm burning the fucking
What's
lot.
that?
Fuck you guys.
Really?
Nobody's getting my knob and fucking playing with it after I'm dead. It's creepy.
Now, would that be masturbation or a hand job?
Technically, one is the other. The set of all the set of all masturbatory sets is included in the set of all handjob sets, as evidenced by this mathematical diagram.
Wonderful diagram you've put up there, Nelson. It's
This
very
is the set.
cohesive. I've been convinced.
I can't do
But
set
there you
with
go.
my fingers, but
Are you trying to make a Venn diagram with your
no,
fingers?
it's. I don't have any paper. This symbol,
Which is...
it's more of a. It's actually
That
more of a
symbol.
U. Yeah. It's like
It looks
It-
like
it-
an E that didn't finish college.
it's like
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
See, this is the head. And that's
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Whatever, Nelson. So this is the where were we? The anime pitch party game. The back of the box reads as such. What anime series would you create? In this randomly creative party game, you're part of Channel A's pitch meeting to come up with the next big anime hit. Assemble title cards to make the most awesome word salad title you can and give a pitch to get your friends rolling on the floor. Will Fighting Fight Fighter EX be the new hit, or will Love Ninja Z win out? Play and see on Channel A.
Depends.
So,
Which one has more moe blobs, judging by the state of the industry right now?
it would probably be Love Ninja Z. Blob
Moe
ninjas.
Z.
They eject Mochi Ninja stars.
What the fuck? Actually, that wouldn't be a bad snack product, like mochi ninja stars. I'd fucking eat that.
Mochi Ninjas.
Yeah, like little fucking mochi and like shape of ninja
No,
stars,
I
man.
hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I think mochi is like the antithesis of a ninja star. It's
Who gives a
something
shit? It's delicious.
like... Oh god, I just imagined like this secret technique. Ha! I'm going to get you with my mochi ninja stars. What? He opened his mouth and caught it midair.
I bet you they've already used that technique to defeat a villain on Naruto. Slash in
Probably.
Naruto.
From the hidden pastry village.
That might actually be a thing in Ranma 1/2. I'm not sure.
Okay,
They've
so
got every
here's
other
how
freaking
we...
thing.
Yes, okay, so here's how we play. So I'm going to... Now, obviously, this would work much better if we were all in the same physical location, but we are not. So I'm going to send each of you 10 of the words that are on the cards here. And each time you play... Let's see here. Here is 10 for you. Ba-boom. And 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. And 10 for Turbo. Boom. Boom. So
Well,
these are the words we are drawing off of. I'm going to draw off an actual physical stack of cards. I have kept separate the stack of cards I got the words for you guys off of, so where there won't be any duplicates across us, and hopefully this will work out. And let's see. So you got your 10, and I'll keep sending you more as we continue. But the premise is that the producer, whoever that is going to be drawing 5 of these premise cards. So the premise cards say stuff like, for example, manga artist, fighting tournament, boys love, harem, and psychological horror. Then I would end up picking 2. I put them out, and then we all come up with whatever premise. We're gonna assemble a title of an anime from up to 4 cards, putting in whatever simple articles we can, a, the, of, etc., and change single words into plural or vice versa to make a title of an anime. And then we got to come up with a premise. We got to basically pitch the anime we're selling that should fit these premises. So, does that sound pretty clear to you guys?
yeah, sounds pretty clear.
All right. And what we're gonna do is then, as opposed to the okay, so yeah, so what we're gonna do is then everybody picks their favorite. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty then. Nelson, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna draw 2 premise card. I'm gonna draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Oop, that's 1 too many. Here we go. Let's see. I am gonna pick out. That'd be too easy. I'm gonna say Super Robot. School Romance.
Say that again?
Give it a little Super Robot and School Romance. So.
Okay.
Got my 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wow, I drew 10 just immediately. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pick out my 4.
I'm sorry, what was our theme again? I was completely absent-mindedly looking at something else.
Super robots and school romance.
This must be great audio. Just whistling and typing.
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you guys got something? Nelson, are you typing up a premise?
No, I'm ready.
Are we allowed to
Okay.
add punctuation, by the way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm good to go also. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Alright, so super robot school. What was the last word?
Romance, that's the
Romance.
premise.
Right. The name of the show is Song of the Eternal Library. And it's a cross between Read or Die, except and Evangelion. It is the high school of the perfect, crazy people, sort of like a Kill la Kill style crazy high school.
Okay.
Except they have to defend the high school and specifically the library with giant robots. And the story focuses on a young woman who is very nerdy but comes out of her shell when she discovers that the library has an ancient secret with a prophecy that is, spoiler alert, known as the Song of the Eternal Library. It's got crazy misunderstandings of Christian mythology, much like Evangelion.
Right.
And it is 1 OAV and 2 seasons long.
Okay. Sherba?
I wrote down the title, because I would forget in like 2 seconds otherwise. Let's see, the Custom Lancer Garden Project. Basically, we're in the kind of near-recognizable future Japan. And aliens have invaded. They are kicking the shit out of Earth. And humanity has its own last-ditch weapon. A bunch of robots piloted, obviously, by schoolgirls in Sailor Fuku, as always. Because you can't have an anime otherwise. Right, but here's the twist. You can't actually power the robot unless you're in love, and the more love you have going on, the stronger your ability to power the robot. So basically, you got a bit of a crush on Senpai, then you're going to be able to walk around, move the hands, do basic stuff. You're madly in love with Senpai, who has noticed you, and you're now getting together. Suddenly, you are mad powerful. But here's the thing. Our protagonist is not one of these girls. It is actually a young fellow who, for some unknown reason, can pilot a robot. So now he somehow has to build his harem, while knowing that he has to build a harem to become the strongest robot pilot, while also simultaneously empowering the young ladies around him piloting robots with his love. Not a metaphor. Or a euphemism. One of the two. Probably a metaphor, actually, come to think.
Okay.
And of course, you must also remain celibate. If you do not remain celibate, no power. Your power's gone. It is powered by celibacy and magic. I lost my fucking mind.
Was this anime produced by the Mormons or something?
I don't know, dude. I was so busy coming up with the title, I forgot to actually think about what was going to happen in it. That was just words
Okay.
tumbling out. I wasn't even expecting that. All right.
Okay. My anime is called Second Stage Boyfriend. And since I've got the cards here, I can show it. Second Stage Boyfriend. Boyfriend's
Oh
also.
shit, that would make a really good logo too.
I know. Second
Just like
Stage
second
Boyfriend.
stage comes in and boyfriend underneath. Yeah, man, that looks
So,
sick.
yeah. Second Stage Boyfriend is a slice of life romantic comedy show about a girl who is crazy, stupid. She's like insanely smart. She's like a super genius, but she still goes to regular Japanese high school. And when she's not at school, she is the pilot of a maintenance robot on the ISS. She pilots it remotely from school because she has apparently a big aptitude for robots, and she falls in love with this new transfer student at her school, and she's really, really, she's got the hots for him, and he's just sort of, yeah, I like model rockets, so she just sort of hones in on that, and the entire series is spent on her. Sort of secretly mentoring this guy to help him learn more about rockets and hang out with him without letting him know that she's a super smart ISS working girl, and at the same time trying to keep all that a secret because she doesn't like the attention. So, second stage boyfriend. Ta-da.
Okay.
Okay.
Dig it actually.
What?
I can dig it. I'd actually probably watch that. Well, actually, no, I'd read the manga because I don't really watch, but
Yeah, yeah. So, what do we got then? Let's take a vote. I am I'm kind of down for Nelson's. I think Nelson's sounds. I'm kind of torn between the two of you guys, is because Churba's sounds really funny. I'm gonna go with Churba. Sorry, Nelson.
No worries.
I think Churba.
if you're in the audience and listening now, feel free to, I don't know, add comments and Q&A gubbins to let us know what you want to watch. Probably none of them.
None of them.
Diesel Maniac Madness.
We got nothing. No. We got no questions. We got one viewer, and it's probably you.
No, we
Nelson.
have more. Carry on.
We do. Oh, now we have 0 viewers. There we go. Nelson, what do you think?
I really like mine, but I wouldn't personally watch it. I think I would, however, watch Turbos.
Yeah. So you came up with a show that you yourself would not watch.
There is a lot of anime that I would not watch.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Turba gets the point.
Voice.
I'm going to send you guys your replacement cards. The ones you have already used, do not use again. So there's that. All right. New premise. Here we go.
I already know what I'm calling mine.
Regardless of the premise.
Regardless, I can make up some bullshit to go with that title.
I'm sure you could. All right, so there's our premise cards, and here are the new ones. Ooh. Let's see. Cross-dressing and card game.
Say that again?
Cross-dressing and card game. So, You know, like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of deal.
Got it. Good to go. I think we should have thought this through a little better before we actually did this, because it's resulting in just long stretches of dead air where I can say whatever the fuck I like.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Which is
I
a
got mine.
dangerous problem.
Can we
I think-
we can't reuse cards, correct?
No, you cannot. No.
All right.
Once they are used, they are done.
Excellent.
That's the whole point of me sending you new cards. So.
Ooh.
Whose?
Mm.
Whose phone?
That's me.
For once, it's not me. Whose phone? It was Nelson.
I don't have a pocket. I can't do a pocket cup.
See, this is what you need one of those fucking smartwatches for. Actually, no, I must correct that statement. Nobody needs a fucking smartwatch. Get a hold of your fucking self, people. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what? I do want a smartwatch so it'd be easier to control the music my phone is playing on my bike.
All right, I got it.
All right, Chirba, you got yours?
Yes.
Okay. This time I'll go first. Princess Sword. It's basically Utena, but the combat is done a la Yu-Gi-Oh. So, instant hit.
Alright. Nelson.
Perfect X. And it is actually a made-up double entendre. Because during the show, it's also very much like Yu-Gi-Oh. They have like some kind of mechanism thing that's never really explained. But during the show, they keep talking about the X factor being like, you know, you can be a good card player, but if you don't have the X factor, you won't succeed. And it's
I think any game that's dependent on Simon Cowell's presence is not necessary.
But the format is sort of like a card-based shonen fighting show, right? So there's the hero who who goes through all the different villains and beats them, and then the final villain is turns out to be their ex, but their ex doesn't know who they are, because it turns out, double twist, the main character is actually cross-dressing, and it turns out that like the metagame of the game is the X factor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Uh-oh. He's cracking his knuckles. He's ready.
Alright. Imagine a world where magical girls not only exist, but are an accepted fact of life. And basically, monsters appear every so often, as they tend to do when magical girls are, gadding around doing magical things.
Mhm.
And magical girls show up and defeat them. Now, see, the monsters, once they're defeated, get turned into small cards. Sort of like magic cards will do. Sort of like magic cards, and you pick them up and then you can throw them out again to resummon the monster, but you only get to resummon it once. Then it goes away. You can't resummon it again without defeating it again in a separate occasion. So, there's a famous magical girl, the most famous. She is the top dog of all the magical girls. Her skirt is the flashiest. Her wand is the wandiest. And of course, very first episode, first 10 minutes, she eats shit and gets stabbed through the heart by a giant monster of some description. So, of course, she loses her magical girl power. She falls from the sky. And a dude just kind of walking home from school, wandering along. A card flutters to the ground and lands right in front of him. Huh, what's this? He picks up the card. Bang! Suddenly, he's naked. Then he's in a sparkly dress. Then he has the wandiest wand.
What?
He has taken over the identity of the best magical girl and assumed control of all of her defeated monster cards. The only problem is he has no fucking clue what's going on or the idea of any of the rules of this world. He doesn't know how anything works. He is just a dude who picked up a card and it is now has a sparkly dress that's just barely long enough to cover
Why does
his...
this sound so familiar?
This does sound pretty familiar.
Wasn't there some crappy show called, what was it, Sekirei? There was something
Wait,
like this, too?
I have listeners in the chat telling me I apparently just described Cardcaptor Sakura. which I have for a fact never watched or read. Brilliant.
Let me get to the chat for this episode. I want to talk to the peeps. Where are the peeps at?
Let's see. I'm
Post
going
the
to look
link
up
to the chat
Cardcaptor Sakura.
because I haven't ever seen the chat. Because I'm so good at being a podcast guest.
I think we can elevate you to host by now, Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, I couldn't do this podcast without you guys. You guys are the tops.
Only if I can be the host with the fairly large amount of it.
Oh, come on, that is not Cardcaptor Sakura, fool. Okay, but anyway, that is my pitch. The mad cross-dressing...
What are you looking at right now? What chat are you looking at, Sherba?
The chat I have with the people who are listening because I know them.
Ah, okay.
Also, there is an
right.
IRC channel that you are not in.
Ooh, I love IRC. Where is it?
I like IRC too.
It
Where is this
It
IRC?
may or may not be the Geek Nights IRC channel.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
That is
So,
an IRC
hello,
channel.
listeners. We're talking about you because apparently we are incompetents who don't know how to host a show.
Well, duh.
This is a new format for us, talking on while
Oh, I
doing
don't know.
things.
We're pretty familiar with not being good at hosting.
There we go. I'm in. Bitches. Hello.
Oh, okay. Apparently in Cardcaptor Sakura, when you defeat monsters, you get a card. Okay, I didn't
That
know.
makes sense. Well, because you need to capt them.
Yes.
Ah, that makes
Man, I
sense.
remember
Okay, I get
Cardcaptor
it now.
Sakura cards. I never watched the show, but I did get a couple of the cards, and they were sparkly.
You get a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
No, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Actually, fun fact, that card can be used in any card game.
Really?
There was an international statute.
Really?
Well, shit, I know what I'm doing. I'll see you guys at the World Series of Poker.
Woohoo!
What do you have?
Flush. Royal
Flush.
Flush. Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh
That's
yeah?
not a card.
Oh
You
yeah?
activated my trap.
Blue Eyes White Dragon holographic
Dragon.
version. Oh,
Also, I
shit.
should note, the title of that manga is literally exactly as Victor sent words to me. I have fulfilled my promise. I've used exactly the words I was sent as my title.
What was the words you sent? What was your title now? What's your title?
My title was City Agent Baby Fist. The words I was sent were Agent City Baby Fist.
Baby Fist.
I have no idea why it's Baby Fist. Okay, the
And
best
here are
magical
you
girl
guys'
is the
new
magical
card.
girl Baby Fist.
Here are you guys' new cards. I'm voting for.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is brilliant. I keep getting great picks. I love it.
I'm voting for Churba. I think Churba gets it again. Nelson, do you
I have an
concur?
unfair advantage because I have such a vast library of bullshit manga to draw from.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's see, 5 more premise cards.
Okay, come on, Victor, give us a premise.
All right.
What do we got? Let's see if I can accidentally describe another fucking show that's already exists.
Let's see. Cooking and... Wow, it's really hard to pick between a couple of these. Card number 1 or card number 2?
2.
2. Nice
Fan
use.
service.
Oh, man.
Cooking and fan service.
Hmm.
Number 1 was dance.
Jesus. Looks like I'll have to save my excellent title for later.
Yes! Yes!
Yep, I got it.
Okay, I got mine. Cherba?
Yeah.
Alright, go for it. Cherba, you're up now.
Shit, I should have thought of a title instead of a premise. Okay. Words. Alchemist Eater Detective.
What?
One more time?
Alchemist Eater Detective.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay. Now watch me come up with this bullshit on the fly. Our premise is there is a cooking school. Except this school has a problem. A nearby school, which was famous for being full of fucking delinquents and other little pricks, has recently closed down and been absorbed into them because of the Gonski reforms, which is a joke that maybe 2 listeners are going to get. Right. So, suddenly our cooking school is full of delinquents, crime is going down everywhere. Fast forward to a year later. No restaurant wants...
Down?
What? No, there's crime everywhere. It's horrible.
Okay.
Anyway, there's crimes
crime is
going down.
Got it.
Yeah, crimes are going down, not going down in... You know what I mean. Anyway, we fast forward to a year in the future. A mysterious student fronts up. So he takes the entry test to this school where he has to cook a dish. Standards have declined, naturally, but the judges are still on the lookout for a diamond in the rough. So they ask him to cook up something, you know, risotto, whatever. And he throws together the finest dish any of them have ever tasted.
With the essence.
But here's the thing.
Flavor.
Only one judge recognizes what happened here. Motherfucking alchemy.
What?
This kid has a special power handed down through the generations. He is one of the alchemist cooks. He doesn't actually know how to cook. He just kind of throws it all together by instinct and it comes out amazing. But here's the problem. He doesn't want this power. He doesn't give a shit. He's just coming to this school because his sister disappeared. And this is where she disappeared. So that's why he's here. He just wants to find his sister. Cooking is just a means to an end. So can the teachers convince him to become the finest cook in the world and take the school back up to the heady heights it previously rose to? Or will he find his sister and, I don't know, fuck off and get married to her or something?
Why was the first thing that came out of your mouth, get married to her?
Because it's anime.
Because I can tell you exactly why, because I recently reread Satsuko Elegy, and that is exactly what happens in that.
I thought you recently watched
Wait,
Orion.
no, it wasn't that, it was a different one. Fuck. Basically...
There are too many anime about guys being in love with their sisters.
Yep.
Oh boy, Japan, you got some problems.
And of course, I don't even need to mention how the fan service slots in, because it just happens naturally. Can't imagine an anime without the clumsy schoolgirl who trips over and shows her panties all the time.
All right, you ready for this?
All right, go ahead, Nelson. We're ready.
All right. This show is called Dash of Nights. It is a period-accurate medieval show about cooking, sort of like the Korean drama about the chef in medieval Korea. Did you ever see that? I forgot what it was called, but it was super popular.
I never even really watched K-dramas before. I mean, I see like an episode here or there, but...
It was pretty good. Medieval Korean headgear is serious business.
Okay.
Like giant hats.
Okay.
But it is not only super accurate, but it is also very lighthearted. Sort of like a... what's that show? The show about the British maid that's not pervy? The one show about the British maid that's not pervy? Emma, yeah.
Wait, that's an anime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. I need to watch that.
They're the most Japanese-ass English people you have ever seen.
Yeah, a little bit. The fan service aspect is not about sex. It is about, like, medieval otaku. Like, there are runes, there are accurate...
It's like those shows... It's like those shows where all the characters look like crap, but the guns look hyper-realistic.
Yep. This is the show that is purpose-built to make Pete Olsen watch it.
Okay. Alright, what was the title again?
Dash of Nights.
Dash of Nights. Okay.
That sounds like something where somebody would come to the forum going, oh yeah, you know, I think you should watch this. It seems okay. And then, like, next week, everybody's addicted to it.
Yep. Dash of Nights
sort of
is
like
great.
how My Little Pony went down on the forum?
Yep.
Yep.
Don't look at me, I still haven't watched that shit.
Alright, so the name of my show is Creamy Miku.
Ooh, that's a good show name.
Creamy Miku.
This will be interesting.
The show is about the show is you can tell what kind of shows I watch. It's a slice of life comedy. Slice of life comedy about this girl who used to live in rural Japan, but her family decided to at one point just sell the farm. So she basically grew up grew up into her teenagerhood on a dairy farm, and now she's moved into city in Japan.
Tokyo?
No, not Tokyo. That's too stereotypical.
Osaka?
Yeah,
Because then she can have a
Osaka.
funny accent.
Right, so she can have a funny accent. She moves to Osaka, and in high school, she is failing all of her classes except home ec. So, what does she do? One of her newfound friends casually kind of points out to her that, hey, you got some really big boobs. So she's abhorred by this, and her friend basically just starts spreading, basically starts pointing to guys out. Hey, yeah, guys who are experts in different classes. Hey, yeah, she's failing all these classes. Geez, you know, we're thinking about going to the beach after the semester's over, but we can't do that if she has to take summer classes. Wouldn't it be a shame if she couldn't go to summer classes? So the whole show is about all these different guys chasing after this one girl, trying to teach her all this different stuff to get her good graces by the time summer comes up, and fan service ensues. Drop cards. That's it. Creamy Miku.
Okay.
I'd probably actually read that as a manga, to be honest. But I would actually read Nelson's by choice, rather than just because it's weird.
Now Nelson's got the good one here. Point to Nelson.
Yes, point to Nelson.
Okay, so the current score is Churba 2, Nelson 1, Victor 0. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 premise cards. Here is your cards, your new cards, Churba. Nelson, what did you, you had, what is it, Knights something?
Dash of Knights,
Oh
2.
god damn
Dash
it!
of Knights, so you get 2 words.
The words I just got
Paste.
would have been perfect for a cooking fan service show. Shit.
I know. I know. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so here's the premise. Cute schoolgirls and classical music.
Cute
May have put this one a
Schoolgirls.
little bit in my favor.
Classical.
And classical music.
Ooh, yes. Yep.
Crap, I was about to say got it, but then I realised what I described in my head was basically just K-On! Fuck.
Yep.
Yep. See, what I've got in my head is basically Swing Girls. Did you guys ever see that movie, Swing Girls?
No.
That's not the one in Nazi Germany, is it? No, that's
No.
Swing Kids.
Yeah, that's Swing Kids. No, Swing Girls. Swing Girls. All right. Have you guys got your titles?
Yes.
Good to go. Okay.
Huh. Never actually said yes, but we'll figure something out as we go along, I guess. It was Cute Schoolgirls and, was it music or classical music?
Classical
I forgot to
music.
write it down.
Classical music. Apsa posted in the chats, cute schoolgirls and classical music. Pretty sure that's been done already. Must be.
Yep.
It definitely has.
Probably. Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first this time. Or Nelson, did you go first last time?
I don't remember. I can go first.
Nelson, go.
Alright. So it is called Hell Bride 120%. And it is a dark, like darker than black, competitive school for crazy musicians. And the opening theme is actually a slightly electronically distorted version of Carmina Burana.
Okay.
And, it follows the students, who are all schoolgirls inexplicably, through their... It's sort of a slice of life, but instead of lighthearted comedy, it's like darkness. It's
Slice of life.
It's maudlin.
Psychological horror?
Yes, it is a slice of life psychological horror, and it's not very explicit about it, but it is hinted subtly that the music that they are playing and listening to has effects on them, much like Beethoven's final his Death Symphony from Read or Die. That kind of like, this music might actually be more dangerous than just playing music, but it's more subtle. That's Hell Bride 120%.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Okay, my show is called Symphonic Sunshine. Let me get these. Oh. Symphonic Sunshine. It's about a. I wouldn't call it a slice of life because it'd be. It's far too serial to be a slice of life. But it's a series about a group of delinquent schoolgirls, constantly skipping class, doing terribly on tests, who've been given a chance to avoid suspension by instead taking part in the school's failing classical band, and
Orchestra, Victor.
they what?
Orchestra.
Orchestra.
Classical orchestra.
Thank you. Classical orchestra.
what you're
I think an
looking for.
orchestra has like a technical requirement for the number of people, and I think this is pretty big,
Nope.
isn't it? Okay, classical orchestra.
Maybe.
So they've been offered a chance to, as opposed to suspension, because they're not bad kids. They go and be in the classical band to make up for all the classes that they've skipped or that they've been late to or whatever. So what they do is that, it sucks at first, we don't want to be here, blah, 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 and then, they start to practicing, and then they find out the school that their school's baseball team is rivaling with has one too, has a classical orchestra too. So they get really serious about practicing, and they eventually, after 13 episodes, make it to the regional finals for school classical orchestras and beat their rival school. And now they have a viable skill set for music, which is nice. So, there you go. Okay, so, who gets it? Is it Nelson with... Oh, wait, no, Churba, we still got yours.
I was waiting for that.
All right, go ahead, Churba.
Okay. Look forward, coming this winter anime season, to a certain air, ellipses. Because I can't really write ellipses without saying it. Anyway. Now, we open on a girl. She's a young girl, she's in a singing competition, loses her voice. Turns out that years and years of singing, thanks to her poor training, have damaged her vocal cords to the point where she will no longer be able to sing in competition again. But she still wants to get involved with music, so she ends up going to a musical school even though she can't sing. She tries to join the singing program, fails. She's cruising around the halls, being all dejected, when she hears someone playing something, a piece of music. And of course, since this is a comedy and is a joke for the musical geeks, the song that she will hear is a canon in B-flat major called Lich mich im Arsch, also known as Mozart's Lick My Ass. So, hearing this, she goes and investigates what's going on, and she finds three girls just playing classical music with each other. And she can't play, but she has a thought. I can't sing, but why can't we replace the singing with instruments? Which, if you are not a musical geek, is a type of music usually known as an air. For example, Air on a G string, which will also feature in the show. Because the title is a little bit dirty. Yes, so basically it's her trying to learn instruments and apply her singing training and theory to classical music and trying to compete with the school's traditional band / orchestra.
I
And
would
of course,
actually...
everybody's fucking adorable. Moe blobs everywhere.
Moe blobs everywhere, huh?
I think the moe would turn me off, but
Yeah, me
I
too.
like the premise. I used to do violin in middle school, and then in high school I joined the chorus, so I kind of did that, but the opposite of applying, music instrumentness to singing bits.
It's okay, Nelson. I know you are already familiar with the sound of air on a G string. There's a foul breeze blowing. Okay, enough with the shitty fart puns.
Yeah. All right.
I must
So, what?
I also had a little message pop up in the bottom of my screen that said the crucial part, and needless to say, we can all imagine what I misread that as by accident. But yeah, actually, if that wasn't Moe Blobs, like I would probably really watch that. That sounds like it'd be really cool, like Kids on the Slope.
So what's the Kids on the Slope.
Oh fuck, I
Alright,
love
so
that.
what was that again?
Sorry?
What was the name of that show again?
A Certain Air.
A Certain Air. So that's 2 words. Okay. So,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm digging pretty much all of the options presented. I think they're all pretty damn good. We can all get points.
Okay.
All right. So the score is presently 3 for Churba, 2 for Nelson, 1 for me. And gentlemen, here is your new cards. How many words was in yours, Nelson? What was your title?
3 words. Hellbride, 120%.
Okay, so there are your new cards. Oh wait, no, I got it backwards.
No.
Hold on, because I moved your windows around. All right.
Now I know
Okay, so
Nelson's
you
words.
guys, you know what? Here, I'll even it out. I'll give Nelson.
Yeah, make sure Nelson knows my words too.
No, he'll be fine. It's fine. It's all basically random anyways. It's not like I'm just like purposely selecting them. There you go. So now Nelson gets.
Apparently, we all get communism points.
Ooh.
Oh,
Share
Just
our
wanted
words.
to use those words by themselves.
Put these premise cards in here, and I will draw 2 more.
Okay,
5 more
bonus
premise
show.
cards.
Communism Points. Communism Points is the story of a school competition, and each school actually adheres to a political system as its entire organizational structure, and there is a big competition every year to find out which school is basically producing the best results with their selected political system. Our selected school that we follows communism, therefore, communism points.
With their arch rivals, capitalist school?
No, the libertarian school failed.
Well, that's because they couldn't work together.
Well, what can I say? You put all those captains of industry together in a school, someone's still going to scrub the shitters.
Oh! And the main characters are pastiches of famous political proponents.
Oh yes, of course. I want to see Principal Misers. That would be amazing.
Let's see. Ooh. These are all so good individually. Okay, so for the premise, I'm going to pick 3 cards.
Okay.
Alright, so nihilistic Catgirl pirates.
What?
You know what? Here it is. I'm gonna do nihilistic Catgirl cyberpunk dystopia. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go.
I'm sorry, what? Can we have that one more time?
Nihilistic Catgirl's cyberpunk dystopia.
Fuck me.
I can get rid of the nihilistic if you guys want.
No, cyberpunk dystopia
No,
is
absolutely
nihilistic.
not.
Alright, let's see what I got here. God, I'm not even sure I know what nihilistic means anymore. Hold on.
I knew someone had to say it, and I knew it wasn't going to be Nelson. It was either going to be you or me. That was the game of chicken. See who is
nihilistic. Here we go. Nihilistic, rejecting all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless.
Okay, my show's going to star Rim.
Rim is a cat girl?
He is now. He is in my fucking show.
No, Churba,
Hey, man, I'm
Churba.
gonna make
He
this
is
pitch.
Churba. He is meow.
Motherfucker. Oh
Ah.
no!
Victor, the last 4 words you gave me, the last 2 are usable, correct?
Yeah, all of them are usable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Nihilistic.
Uh,
So today at work, I
Okay.
I was playing around with Twitter's ad tools because I wanted to see how they worked, and I set up an ad to run globally for people interested in food uh, for like 2 hours that said, "Hey guys, what should I eat for lunch?" And I got 26,000 impressions and a handful of new followers and a handful of responses. And someone just tweeted at me, saying, "Hey dude, did you ever get that pizza for lunch?"
what?
You?
This person is someone I have never ever talked to from Austin, Texas. The internet brings
Asking
people
you
together.
if you got a pizza for lunch.
At least he wasn't from Chicago, or else we'd have to try and confirm subtly what he meant by pizza, whether he meant a pizza or a stew with a crust.
Yeah, this is true.
Man, I haven't had a good deep dish in a while.
There's an Italian organization for certifying that something is a pizza. I forgot
You're
what
kidding me.
Yes.
it's no, because Italy has rules for these kind of things. Like chocolate isn't chocolate unless it's like more than 60%
Do they
coca.
have the same amount of like precision on their economy?
That's a funny joke. Um, but like food-wise, Italy has rules. Like you can't call certain wines if they're not from the place that you say they're from, right?
Like a
Italy.
Merlot?
Italy has rules. Could have fooled me.
Yeah. So pizza is one of these things that can be certified, and there is in Naples there is an organization for pizza certification that will go around the world and certify that things are real, like Napolitano pizza. And there is a restaurant in New York that has been certified, and it is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
And there is a restaurant I know in California that has been certified, I think in San Jose. And they refuse to go to Chicago.
Because of deep dish.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
I am still happy that my favorite pizza joint up the road is run by this mad old Italian dude who he looks to be about 120 in the fucking shade, which is an Australian way of saying he looks very old, but he makes the best
Yes.
fucking pizzas. Oh my god! Even though he looks at me real dirty because I like pineapple on my pizza, but you have to give me some concessions, old man. I'm Australian. I'm from Queensland. We have pineapple on everything.
All right. Have you guys got your titles?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe.
Trevor?
Let me check. Did I write anything down? Yes, I did. Okay, let's go with it.
All right.
I forgot to make up an actual show, but I'll go with something.
Do you remember what it's about?
I wrote that down.
All right. So we've got Valkyrie Prism Tomorrow, the sequel to the popular psychological horror cyberpunk show Valkyrie Prism. What it is, it's about Valkyrie Prism Tomorrow is about cat girls women who have biologically modified themselves to have cat reflexes and balance and ears and tails, obviously, because otherwise it wouldn't be cat girls. In the cyberpunk future, where the quest that was undertook to get the magical prisms in Valkyrie Prism failed. And they now have to use the futuristic abilities that they have from their bioengineering and their cyber implants to go after the dystopic government and reclaim the magical prisms that belong in the temples of the Meowfu.
Arasimnable.
Temples of Meowfu. See,
I don't want to watch Victor's show, but I want to watch the show that apparently it's a sequel to, because that sounds cool. I want to watch this fucking Valkyrie Prism, because there's not enough shows where they lose at the end.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Trevor?
Okay. What we have is our show that I'm currently looking at. Panzer Task Force, Double Penguin. I'm not going to explain that at all. Fuck you. No, okay, I do have to explain it. Let's see. Okay, we're in the cyberpunk future of 2323. I hope there isn't another anime set there. But anyway, 2323. The world is a cyberpunk dystopia. And anyway, we're cruising around, and the government the governmental corporation is trying to take control of the lawless wasteland once again. So they send out genetically modified warriors who live in tanks, basically. Their tanks are all... What's his name? Ah, God. What's the word?
Habitable?
You do things, you put things in room to make it look funny. Not funny, look good. Decorating, that's it. Why couldn't I not remember the word decorating? I fucking write for a living, that's the terrifying thing. But anyway, all their tanks are decorated individually because the tank is both their vehicle, their weapon, and their home. Mm-hmm. And they cruise around this wasteland solving problems, trying to curry goodwill, knock out the bad guys, and generally bring law to the lawless, bring hope to the hopeless.
I am the law.
Bring cat girls to the catless.
That sounds lovely.
Yes.
Cat girls to the lawless and cat girls to the catless.
And of course, these teenage cat girls are about as mature as your regular. Teenagers.
I'm sorry, they're teenage? So, I thought there were super trained special forces riding around in tanks.
How many fucking shows have you seen where, like, the special forces are teenagers in Japan? I can name at least three off the top of my fucking head.
Yep.
Panzer something. There was another one. I don't remember the name. I generally find all of them to be insufferable.
Yep. Key. Actually, I really liked Zero In. Change 1, 2, 3, which I also really liked.
Okay, so Panzer
Task Force Double Penguin. It's called Double Penguin because they were allowed to pick their own name and mascot.
Okay.
So they chose two penguins because they were adorable, and they will be adorable.
Just like that one branch of the Air Force picked, what was it, Rainbow Dash as their logo? What was it?
Why am I not surprised the Chair Force picked Rainbow Dash?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I can't remember exactly, but I think that's a thing. Okay, Nelson?
Great coffee.
I'm kind of phoning it in on this one. It's called Elemental Stars. And it's actually a spin-off of have you ever seen Outlaw Star?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a spin-off of that, but in one of the larger city worlds. It follows what's her name? The cat girl lady.
Oh,
who always made that stew. The fighter lady.
I can't remember.
We'll call her Chicago for now.
You can
Hey.
picture her in your head though, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's a spin-off with her after all of the
picturing
crazy
the-
shit went down, trying to
Wait,
just like
Hold on.
living in the city.
I may be picturing the cat girls from Dominion Tank Police.
Let me find a picture of
Tank Police!
Outlaw Star Cat Girl. Her name is List of Outlaw Star Characters. Jesus Christ.
He can't help you.
No.
I forgot her name, but this is a picture of her.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Yep, I was picturing her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's her being a private eye in, crazy, like, cyberpunky future city world.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah. It's about as good as Outlaw Star, which is kind of good and kind of terrible. Yeah. It doesn't have the crazy premise of you have spaceships that need to punch each other.
That
Which
was
is
weird.
Really the draw of Outlaw Star for me. Like, the Outlaw Star rests on two pillars. The first pillar is you have spaceships that need to punch each other, and the second pillar is guns shoot magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not as good, but it's okay if you want to watch more of that same kind of kind of gritty, kind of funny kind of thing.
I think I would definitely watch Churba's. I don't even think I'd watch mine, but I would definitely watch Churba's. Though I think I would want to watch yours more, Nelson.
Yeah, I would watch mine. I actually own an Outlaw Star box set. Just saying.
Aha.
Also, well spotted to one of the listeners who realized that I was partially inspired by Tank Girl on that one.
Yep. I immediately thought Tank Girl.
Yep,
I
me
fucking
too.
love Tank Girl so much. Like, I
Yep.
love that everything, an irrational amount.
Yep. Is this where do you get these messages from these listeners? I can't.
Because
And
basically,
beamed
just
into
as we were starting the show, I messaged like fucking 40 people going, "Hey, we're live now.
Of
We
course
should."
you
watch."
did.
And I got about 30 messages back that said, "No, I'm busy."
I'm looking at the comments on the
Oh,
YouTube
man.
page. I'm on the IRC. I'm looking at the Q&A. I don't know where you're getting this shit. So now
Private channels,
I
son.
know. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that was a good game. Let me tally up the score. So it was 3 to Churba, 3 to Nelson, and 1 point for me. So
Oh.
it's a tie between the two of you. You may use the words you have remaining to come up with the premise for this last show. Putting all my cards in. Grab a fistful of these premise cards here. Come up with a premise. Here we go. No, these are shit. No, that's too serious. I want a funny one. Here. That's garbage. No, I can't. I got this card. I can't give this to you.
Which?
One of our listeners also points out that Victor Frost more like Victor Lost.
Oh.
I enjoyed it. And then Victor's video.
Okay,
dropped
so
out.
here it is. Here's your new category for the final round. Are you ready?
Fuck no, let's roll.
Yes.
All right. Political satire.
Oh shit.
Delinquents. And wrestling.
Oh, I got it. Bing.
Okay. Sorry, what was those?
Nelson.
What were those again?
Political
Political satire.
Delinquents. And wrestling.
Okay.
I got
Okay,
it.
so Nelson, go.
All right. World Fighter Plus. In the last season, known as World Fighter, a young boy from Alabama had to become president of the United States. And he had to do that by fighting his way up through the local government, up through the state government, up through Congress, and then the Senate, and then eventually he fought the vice president and then the president. In World Fighter Plus, he takes on the UN. It's like Cromartie High School plus the less shitty parts of Hitalia. Yeah.
And what is it that that
Plus,
game
like,
where it's like shogi with all the political leaders, or Go plus the
no, it's Cromartie High School plus sort of Hitalia plus the arc of the World Fighter Tournament thing from Dragon Ball Z.
I can tell this kid cheated because I'll tell you what, nobody beats Joe Biden in a fight.
Joe Biden has a cameo, has a literal cameo. He voices his own character. It's great.
He's not a great politician, but goddamn has he got a right hook. Shotgun Joe Biden. Okay. Political satire, delinquents, wrestling. Alright, I got it. Kaiser Bandit UFO, Galaxy Noodle. That's all I have left. Okay. The galactic government is like the government of Robo World. Pretty useless, but very, very enthusiastic. And they've been fighting a group called the Kaiser Bandits. Now, a young boy ends up recruited onto one of the Kaiser Bandit UFOs, gadding around the galaxy. The UFO Galaxy Noodle. And he cruises around the galaxy, just, winning hearts and minds the only way he knows how. See, this young boy grew up pulling in anime broadcasts from a little planet in the Western Spiral Arm, so he knows from all of the shows that he's seen, the only way to become friends with people is to beat the shit out of them in a fight. So he's going around the galaxy winning hearts and minds by wrestling everyone.
So this is our fault, basically.
Yes. It is our fault that we have released this hyper-violent delinquent upon the galaxy. And of course the government is ineffectually trying to stop him and somehow mysteriously mirrors the American government.
Mysteriously.
Mysteriously in air quotes.
Yeah. Okay.
How's that for barely sticking to the thing?
I'm gonna have to give the point to Nelson.
Woo!
I think I'm gonna have to give the point to Nelson.
So Nelson is the winner of the Acceptable Vices Channel A game. Congratulations, Nelson! You got the wonderful, incredibly valued grand prize of our mutual respect.
Yay! And I'm gonna take that mutual respect and turn it into a new show called Bible Monsters.
Bible Monsters. Da, 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 da.
I don't have any words left, so I can't turn it into a show at all.
Yeah. Oh man, for my performance at Hanadoki Con, I'm singing a parody of Mac the Knife about Attack on Titan.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, this is a great show. I will remember to upload this episode for those of you who are watching the live streams, but also trying to download the podcast. You may have noticed there was an episode of Friday Night Party Line that went missing last week. Yeah, my bad. I apparently just completely didn't upload it. So I'm going to upload this either tonight or tomorrow, and at the very same time upload Friday Night Party Line as well, where we had Nelson and Adam and Jason from Atomic Trivia War 9000, and we talked about
Jason from Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah.
It's just instead of 3D maneuver gear and swords, he has trivia questions and biting wit.
Witty repartee. So there's that. So that's about it. We're going to close out the show for tonight. Thanks, Cherba and Nelson. You guys put a fun game together.
I'm sorry, I just started imagining Omar as a Titan.
With him doing that stupid Titan run.
Yeah. That would be the best thing. Just like he's like completely naked and everything else, but he's still got that Omar beard. That would be the best thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If anyone can draw, please draw that, because that would be amazing.
Please. This is a thing that needs to happen.
And then send it to APW9K at simplysyndicated.com.
Okay.
Which I don't think is an actual address, but it might be. So try it anyway. If it doesn't bounce back, bonus.
Okay.
All
right. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Good night.